Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card is for love. We want to take a look at the energy surrounding your current love connection. It could be somebody that you're with. It could be somebody that you're not with. It could be a crush. It could be a situationship. All right. So that's what we're looking at. So I have 3 cards on the table. I have 3 crystals on the table as well. If you haven't had a chance as of yet to pick a card or a crystal on the table, go back to the very beginning of the video. There are timestamps there for a portion of silence where you can pause the video, take as much time as you need to in order to choose your card and or your crystal. If during that time you feel led to pick more than one, by all means, please listen to your intuition. That's always going to be highly encouraged here. Pick more than one if you feel it necessary. These readings are timeless as well, so whether you watch at the upload time or sometime after, if you feel that intuitive nudge to watch, there may indeed be a message here for you. But at the end of the day, these readings are general, so I can't possibly expect them to connect with everybody, although I hope you manage to find a message here. But if you don't, maybe consider checking out my Pick a Card playlist. I have a bunch of Pick a Card readings there you can choose from. There may indeed be another one that will have a message that resonates more. If in the event that, let's say, nothing connects for you, maybe I'm not the reader for you, that's okay. YouTube has many readers out there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be one that has the messages that you are looking for this time around. Now, when we're talking about love readings, a lot of times things can be flip-flopped, interchangeable, vice versa. There might be some things that I might say that would speak more about you, other things that might describe more of your person. Again, things are very flip-flopped, interchangeable, vice versa. If it doesn't fit, also don't make it fit. At the end of the day, it is a general reading. So I'm going to get these out of the way. We're going to go directly into the first reading for you. Okay, pile number 1, viewers, we have the Axe card. That is the card that you chose. I did shuffle for that. I shuffled for each card that you see, so they will be incorporated. And you also chose this gorgeous spirit quartz. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to find out the energy surrounding your connection at present. Let's see, the energy surrounding your connection. Pile number 1, viewers. Whoa. Okay, so chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, let's see what we can get from the tarot in regards to the energy surrounding your current situation, connection, love, relationship. Let's see. Energy surrounding your current connection, pile number 1, viewers. Let's see if we can get at least 3 tarot cards. Okay, there's 2. Let's see if we can find one more. All right. Let's see what we have here. Whoa, we have the Knight of Cups. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio person. That could be you as well. We also have the 9 of Wands. And we have the Sun. Okay, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Now, what this is feeling like is that there's a strong energetic connection, magnetic attraction here with this chemistry card, right? There's a spark here that you feel in the situation. Maybe they feel that too, and it's growing, right? We kind of see this little light in her hand and in his hand. They're both playing around with this energy, right? So it could be that you and your person are both playing around with, you know, the energy, or you're trying to figure it out, right? That's kind of how this feels like, but there is something expanding here. We do see the little light expanding between both their hands. So when I'm looking at this card, and we do have Cupid down here at the bottom, okay? So when I'm looking at this card, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely something growing here. The spark has perhaps been lit between you and your person. Whether you're with them or apart is, you know, it's besides the point. Basically, the energy is still alive, okay? The energy is alive, it's growing, and if you're not with them, then it's still present, okay? Because the 2 people are literally sharing the energy. They're sharing this orb right in the middle here. So whether you're with them or not with them, there's something still there, all right? The spark is still there. Now, I have to wonder if, for some of you, okay, who have chosen this card here, you may not be with this person for the simple fact, obviously, an axe talks about cutting things off, right? It also talks about estrangement and things that sometimes get cut down, I guess. Now, the other thing that it talks about is disputes. all right? But at the same time, because it's the meaning of the card has variables, right? And because we have the sun here, okay, so there's a positive spin on this card. If I had a lot of negative cards on the table, then I would be looking at it from more of a shadow aspect, okay? So I can still see two sides of the fence here. I can see one where maybe for some of you and your connection, you're not with this person. Again, the axe. There might have been something that got cut off. Maybe you broke up. Maybe there was conflicts, right? But then for the other half, for you watching, this is somebody you're with at this time. It is a newer connection. I feel it is growing. It is thriving. It is blossoming. It is expanding. The reason why I say that is because when you are chopping down a tree, right? Let's say you're felling a tree. It's going to take chop after chop after chop, right? And that's progress. This card symbolizes progress. You're making progress in something or in some form of activity, right? So there is something progressing in this connection. Like I said, if it's a current person that you're with, it is expanding, right? The little orb that you guys are playing with together, right? It's expanding. It's making progress. And we do see progress here because of the Knight of Cups. It is a card of movement. It is a card of momentum, action. All the knights are. So it could be that if it's current situation, there is progress being made. Might be slow and steady, right? Because of the axe. When you're cutting down a tree, it doesn't happen in one fell swoop. You got to keep going at it, right? That's the feeling here. Newer person, you got to keep going at it. The connection is growing. It is blossoming. It is expanding. Cupid literally shot its arrow and the fire has been sparked. There has been love maybe presented here with the Knight of Cups. However, there's a little bit of a trepidation on the connection in a sense that the Nine of Wands maybe has been hurt before. Maybe that's you. Maybe someone's been hurt in the connection. And there's someone feeling a little on edge, right? Because they've been through some things. You know, I always think of the Nine of Wands as a wounded warrior energy. You've been hurt before, right? You've gone through some things and maybe you're a little on edge when it comes to love. Your defenses are up. Maybe you're not quite ready to put the walls down, but the love is still, there's something forming here, right? With the little orb there in the middle, there's something forming in this connection. There's chemistry. There's a heavy attraction there. Love is kind of moving along, right? It's going in that direction. You guys are slowly but surely maybe making progress in that direction, but there could be some defenses up, right? A little worry and trepidation. I am going to go back to the idea where this could be someone that you're not with, okay? So if I see two scenarios, I always will address them. So let me finish the scenario where you could still be with this person, or you're with this person in the present, right? The sun energy is showing, look, you're going to have clarity, right, on where this love connection is going soon enough. You might have to cast some of your fears aside if you really feel that this person is worth it, okay? The sun energy does indeed indicate illumination, enlightenment, clarity, and the feeling of being shown, right? You're not in the dark anymore. So if some of you are wondering, where is this connection going to go? Well, it looks like you'll know soon enough with the sun, because the sun also is a symbol of success. And again, that enlightenment, you gain clarity on a situation where you didn't have clarity before. So this is a beautiful energy. It's warm, it's fuzzy, right? Maybe that person makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. And not only that, it's an energy of, I always feel it like, kind of like it, for whatever reason, the sun sometimes reminds me of the Fool energy, because I always feel like the sun is at the Fool's back, right? So because I'm reminded of the Fool, for instance, in this situation, I'm going to address that. The Fool, again, is taking a journey. It's something new. This could technically be a new situation, new love for some of you. But it kind of feels like the sun is literally shining down on this situation. And helping nudge you, right? Like the sun nudges the Fool along the journey, maybe helping nudge you to continue to make that progress, like the axe talks about. Continue to move forward in the connection, even though you might have some trepidations, you might have some fears, but continue to move forward in the connection because it does have a successful outcome, okay, with the sun. The sun is always indicative of that success, joy, happiness, okay? If I go back to the idea that some of you are not with this person, perhaps you guys broke up. Again, the axe can talk about cutting something off or some form of conflict or estrangement. It's also a number 11. I have to point that out for you guys watching. I know some of you look at numbers. When you add 5 and 6, that's 11. So if you believe in, 1111 or twin flame number, that's a possibility. This could be an estrangement of a twin flame. And if this is somebody new, maybe you've encountered a twin flame. Again, if the chemistry is that strong, that's usually indicative of that, right? So we're looking at somebody, let's say, that you're not with right now, conflicts, whatnot, maybe tore you apart. This is feeling like the chemistry has not gone away. The chemistry is still there on your side and on their side. Again, it's both of you playing with this fire, right? The energy is still being, I don't know why I get the vibe nurtured. Okay. It's being nurtured. The energy is still being nurtured in some way. This situation is, I think, making progress or in the process of making progress. It could be that if you guys aren't together right now, it could be that maybe your person's coming towards you with the Knight. Because the Knight does talk about movement forward. And oftentimes Knights will present something of their suit, right? In this case, the Knight looks, could be that he's opening himself up. Could be coming forward with a love offer, possibly. Some of you could be wondering when that love offer could be coming through, or if there's, a chance for that to come through. But I also feel like the Sun is saying to you guys, look, if you're wondering when this person might come through, if you're wondering when this might happen, if you're on edge waiting for them to call or waiting for them to reach out or something like that, this feels like the Sun is going to bring a moment of truth or clarity. I'm not sure why I'm getting truth. I don't even see swords on the table. But, I mean, if you think about it, the Sun does expose things that are in the dark, right? It definitely is a source of light and exposes things. So maybe that's why I'm feeling that. So I feel like you're going to gain clarity on this connection soon enough. If you've been on edge, wondering, waiting even for something to move forward in this dynamic after you guys have maybe been apart for some time, the Sun is giving us a positive vibe over that. You're going to have your truth or your answer soon enough. The chemistry is still there. Okay, that's the energy surrounding it. The chemistry is still there. It hasn't gone away. Likewise, for you people who are in a present situation, the energy surrounding it is that this thing is growing. This connection, this chemistry, the attraction, the magnetism, all of that is being nurtured. It's growing right now. So if you continue to move forward with the connection, you might be surprised with the Sun where it leads. Again, it's slow and steady progress. There might be some fears around the connection too. Again, we're asking what's the energy surrounding it? Well, we have some fear and trepidation here as well. Okay, so let's see if I can grab a few other cards here to close this reading out for you. I'll just hold deck upside down, but pile number 1 viewers, let's see what we get here. The energy surrounding this connection for pile number 1 viewers. Okay, so legal matters and contracts. All right, so I don't know. I mean, soul contracts, right? That makes sense to me with that. I mean, there could be a marriage somewhere in the picture. I don't know. But whenever I think of contracts, it's a bond, right? It's a bond and a partnership. So that makes sense. All right, and then there's family support. There could be a family involved. I mean, for some of you watching, it could indeed be, it definitely could be that, this is somebody that you're married to possibly. It could be a spouse or an ex. It could be that somebody has children as well. It could be that, somebody in the situation is maybe recently divorced, has kids. There's all different types of scenarios that a family and a legal matter or legal contract could ensue, or as far as involved, right? So I don't know. You guys tell me how these 2 little cards apply in this dynamic for your specific situation. But nonetheless, it could be that somebody has a child, somebody has a family, Maybe it's a new connection, but you know, maybe the priority is your kids or something like that, and that could definitely play a role, right, in the blossoming of the connection. Sometimes when people have children, they try to take new relationships slow because, you know, family first. And then the legal contract, the contract word is what's sticking out to me the most. The contract, the bond, the partnership that you form with a contract. So there's some form of bond that's forming here or is already in place. Like I said, a soul contract. So yeah, you guys let me know how those two little cards apply. So pile number 1, this is your reading. I'm going to leave you here. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Likewise, if you want to support this channel, like, share, subscribe, click the little bell for notifications as well, so that way you can get notified of future content. And if you want to see what readings I have available, book a reading with me, check me out on Etsy. All my information is in the description box down below. I also have handmade crystal jewelry there as well that you could peruse, that I do make with my 2 hands. So I will leave you here. Much love to you guys wherever you are. Take care of yourselves and keep shining. Pile number 2 viewers, you chose this lovely piece of an aragonite stone for your crystal, and this is your card. I will incorporate that into the reading. I did shuffle for each card stack, so I will definitely incorporate that. We're looking at your current love connection, romantic relationship situation. We want to take a look at the energy surrounding it. All right, so what is the energy surrounding your love connection at this time? Pile number 2 viewers, the energy surrounding your current love connection, whether you're with them or not. Maybe this is somebody you're newly seeing. Maybe this is somebody from the past. I don't know in what context you are watching this reading, but we want to take a look at the energy. And like I always say, if I see 2 scenarios, I will address them both, okay? So let's see. What is the energy surrounding your current love connection situation? Let's see, pile number 1, viewers. All right, it says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right, so let's see if we can get some tarot to go along with that. Kind of an energy of saying it's time to let go. All right, but let's see if we can get 3 cards to help us understand a little bit more. What is the energy surrounding this current love situation? Pile number 2 viewers. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. All right, what do we have here? All right, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Cups, and the Lovers. Okay. So, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, those are both my very independent cards. In other words, people who are self-actualized, you know, in readings oftentimes will come up with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Because they're self-made, they're self-assured, they're self-confident, they're working on self-love. Even with the 9 of Cups energy, especially in a love reading, the 9 of Cups can talk about self-love and working on loving yourself. Again, it's 9 cups. So it's missing that 1 cup to make it a 10 of Cups, which is, you know, the life partner or the marriage card, you know, that kind of thing. The same with the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is missing that 1 pentacle in order to become the 10 of Pentacles, right? Which is, again, the established foundation of a family unit and all that. So that's why I say the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups are both single cards. But nonetheless, they're very independent cards, where this is all about you making, I almost want to say, putting yourself back in the driver's seat of your own life, right? It could be that, yeah, there is a soul connection here with the Lover's card, sure, but the Lover card also talks about finding balance and harmony and alignment, whether it's with someone else or within ourselves. And the Lover's card is also a decision that needs to be made. So some of you watching, okay, this is not going to apply to everybody. If this is not your situation where you're trying to let somebody go, you might want to choose another pile. I'm just going to say off the bat, because this is speaking more to those who are in the midst of choosing oneself, right, over the past love. This reading is basically saying the energy surrounding the connection, that it's time to choose you. All right. That's why we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. It's time to choose loving yourself, creating the life that you want on your own here with the Nine of Pentacles. Strengthening yourself. Again, it's an earth energy card. So it's about grounding yourself in that energy and stabilizing yourself to where you can stand up on your own 2 feet and be the best version that you can be of yourself. Right? If we pour that energy back onto ourselves, you know, where at one time the love distracted you, right, from your own journey. Now this is saying now it's time to put that energy back onto you again, to establish yourself, your independence, what makes you amazing, what makes you great with the Nine of Pentacles. Put that love back on you and build yourself up to this Nine of Pentacles. Some of you could already be doing that, right? You could already be doing that. Maybe you're in the midst of that. Maybe you're on the brink of, also some of you could be on the brink of making that choice where you're about to free yourself from this past situation or connection, right? And align yourself, both masculine and feminine, within yourself. Align all your energies within, because this is an alchemical card, the Lovers. Again, it talks about that inner alchemy. It could talk about the divine feminine masculine, again, within ourselves. But it could talk about, again, the Lover's energy being that divine counterpart or that other counterpart outside of us in the physical, right? But what this is feeling like is there is a moment you're on the brink of taking control back of your life. Some of you have maybe done the work because of a soul connection that you had with somebody. Maybe it put you in the position to do that inner alchemy, to do that inner work. Maybe it has taught you how to love yourself with the Nine of Cups energy. Maybe it has initiated lots of growth to the point where now you are this Nine of Pentacles. Self-made, self-sustaining, stable, solid, secure in oneself. I feel like this reading is basically saying the energy around this connection right now is that this was a journey to the self. You are on the brink or on the precipice of making that decision, making that choice to choose you, to choose your own journey moving forward. Again, you know, sometimes love and relationships can distract us from ourselves and the work that we need to do on us because our energy is so highly focused on the other person. But this energy right here is saying, well, now is the time, right? The energy surrounding this connection is, well, now is the time to free yourself, take back control of your own life, make you the best version of you that you want to be. Focus on self-love and self-care with the Nine of Cups. Establish yourself as an independent individual outside of the connection. And not only that, the Lover's energy is saying this is a time where you can find, because it's a number 6 card, this is a time where you can establish yourself and find that inner balance, inner harmony within oneself. And align yourself within. The Feather energy does talk about, you know, a leveling up, right? A spiritual leveling up. This is a spiritual leveling up, and that's why I'm speaking of this growth here and this self-love and this inner alignment, because that is leveling up. Feather is also an energy of synchronicity. You know, sometimes we receive signs from above, you know, signs from the universe in the form of feathers. Some of you could be finding feathers or other synchronicities that are telling you it's time. It's time to let go. It's time to free yourself from the things that would distract you from your own individual growth and personal journey. Sometimes before we can find union with someone, we have to find union within ourselves. And this is pretty much what this reading is telling me. So the energy surrounding the connection could be that you're in a place already where you're finding union within, You could also be on the precipice, I guess, of freeing yourself from that connection, so that way you can do the work moving forward and focus on your own inner alignment and well-being. The feather energy does speak of spiritual energy, spiritual growth, spiritual ascension. So this is definitely a journey to that. You might be at that place right now where you're spiritually leveling up, and you are either truly freeing yourself from the past connection and stepping into your own, or you're maybe on the brink of making the choice to do that finally. I think some of you are already doing it. Maybe some of you have already done it. And then some of you are on the brink of doing it. Okay, this is what I'm feeling from this reading. And the choice is there, right? You have two paths, two choices, or, to decide between. Am I going to choose, holding on to something or holding on to them, or am I going to choose me? That's the vibe of the Lovers. Nonetheless, that does not take away from the fact that this person, whoever they were, definitely was a soul connection with the Lovers, a kindred spirit energy, maybe a catalyst for your growth. That doesn't take away from that at all. Some soulmate connections indeed come into our life to put us on the path to find ourselves, and that could very well be what this connection is about. And that's also more energy surrounding the connection, is that maybe this person, yes, they are indeed a soulmate with the Lovers energy, but they were here purposefully. They came into your life to put you on the path to love yourself, or to find yourself, or grow, or ascend in your journey. So let's see what we can get here from these cards. Maybe we can get a little bit more detail and information, pile number 2 viewers. I'm also getting the vibe that the energy surrounding this connection is that, it's literally time to step up, right? To level up with that energy, which talks about ascension. So there is something that you are stepping into right now, is what this is feeling like, that is going to change you. Because once you level up, once you have that graduation, right, you're really not the same person. So for whatever reason, I am feeling like a change coming from this, or there's a change, you're on the brink of a major change or transformation within oneself. A lot of transmutation energy can come from the Lovers card, because you're transmuting energies and bringing them into balance and harmony within. So there is a major shift happening for those of you watching pile number 2, where on the other side of the choice that you make to seek yourself or find yourself, you're really not going to be the same person afterward. But that's also feels like it feels good. 9 of Cups is definitely, energy of wish, right? Wish energy. So now is also feeling like the time for you to focus on your wish, your own personal goals, with the 9 of Pentacles. Look at that. Whoa! Did you see that? That fell out too. We have end of a learning phase. And then look what fell out. Moving on. Look at that. So a phase is coming to a close here in a journey with maybe someone. And this is about you moving on, like I said, finding yourself in the process. But nonetheless, that journey or chapter has come to a close. This is a time to free yourself, right? Time to take back control over your life, right? This maybe phase of this journey with that specific someone maybe is over. It's time to move on and free yourself. Free yourself to find yourself is what this is saying. Pile number 2 viewers. And I know this is not going to apply to everybody. But yeah, this seems like a very pivotal moment for you to free yourself and find yourself in the process, which is also a beautiful thing. So I will leave you here, pile number 2 viewers, if you felt that this has helped or connected for you. Oh, real quick, sorry. The Lovers card is a Gemini, so that could be you or that could be somebody else you're dealing with. Nonetheless, if you feel that this has helped you in some way, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Every interaction helps this channel grow. Also click that little bell for notifications so you get notified of future content, because I upload pretty often. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out at Etsy, see what readings I have available. You can book a reading whenever you feel guided to. Again, sometimes my readings are sold out. Just check in with me every so often as I upload or repost new readings frequently. Okay, so much love to you. Take care and keep shining. Pile number 3 viewers, you chose this beautiful, very sparkly amethyst. I'm going to put that there. That's your crystal. This is your card. I did shuffle for this, so I will indeed incorporate that into the reading. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's find out what is the energy surrounding this connection. It could be a connection you're currently with, somebody maybe even from the past. I don't know the status of your current love connection, but we do want to see what the current energy is surrounding your love connection. Pile number 3 viewers, what is the energy surrounding this? Whoa, okay. Look at that. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. All right, let's see if we can get 3 tarot cards. Let's see. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Some of you could be in a situation where, you know, you're deciding whether you should give it a second go or if it's worth saving. You know, this is about working on the current relationship. Give it a chance. And that could apply to somebody that maybe had a falling out with. It could also apply to somebody that you're with right now. Are you willing to give this new connection a chance? You know, it's up to you. So let's see. Let's see if we can get 3 cards. The energy surrounding your current connection. Pile number 3 viewers. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see what we have here. All right, so we have the Page of Wands. Could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Could be you. Could be somebody else. 5 of Wands, right? Speaks of conflict sometimes. And the Queen of Swords. So we have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. So this is telling me that maybe there are some conflicts with, or challenges with the 5 of Wands in a situation, whether you're with them, not with them. Again, you figure out how that applies to you, but it does feel like there are some challenges in that dynamic, right? However, this card is saying, you know, give it a chance, see where it can go. There is a possibility maybe to find what you need in this situation, and there is a chance to heal maybe the conflict and work on it, right? It's up to you to work on it. Like, I feel like the Queen of Swords is in that position where she's trying to figure out if she wants to work on it or not, right? You know, a lot of times Queen of Swords energy can be, you know, a thinker. She's a plant, you know, I guess I want to say strategy, right? That's the word that's kind of coming to me. Not necessarily planning, but strategy, right? So Queen of Swords can be very strategic in a sense where she has to think something through, and she also has to act upon what feels right to her, right? So there is this feeling like some of you could be debating whether you want to work on this. Is it worth salvaging? Is it worth giving it a chance? Is this person worth my time, right? Maybe you feel a little bit conflicted with the 5 of Wands. Maybe you don't always see eye to eye with them. Maybe you don't always get along or are on the same page, right? The 5 of Wands can talk about that. Could talk about also inner conflicts within ourselves, as well as conflicts that we might have in our everyday world with others. Now, the shield energy talks about, you know, a barrier. It can talk about having a shield up, right? Shields are used for defense and for protection. So somebody could have their defenses up, not 100% sure if they want to give this relationship a go. You could be deciding whether it's worth your time, deciding whether you should or not, right? Somebody could maybe not want to bring their walls down for the other person either. So that's the energy surrounding this. There's some form of defense. Somebody's defensive. Somebody's maybe experienced some conflict or challenge or instability, maybe even unpredictability in the relationship. You know, there's one person's thinking about it, debating. I also feel like somebody's looking for the truth. We do have the page. Pages are messengers. They do deliver messages. So I have to wonder if somebody is talking to you, trying to break down your walls, especially with the shield. If you have the shield up, again, Queen of Swords usually does have the shield up. The sword, in essence, is the shield. So I have to wonder if somebody's trying to break down your walls and heal the conflict as of now. there could be a debate whether to give the relationship a chance. I am feeling like that page is kind of knocking on your door a little bit with, you know, because it does talk about good news and hearing from somebody. It speaks of communication with the Page of Wands specifically. And I also feel like the passion is there. It could be a new relationship because pages are new energy. So if this is a new relationship, you know, the passion is there. It's sparked. I think there's chemistry. Something has been initiated. But there's some form of conflict within oneself or in the dynamic that's causing the other person or one person to consider whether this is something that they want to continue with. The Shield definitely is an energy where you pull back a little bit. It can speak of... That's not the word I'm looking for. I almost said hermit. I guess pulling back, like in a sense, like removing your energy. I guess isolation, right? So somebody could be pulling back, maybe not giving enough at this time. And that could also be the energy surrounding the connection. They're like, again, have their little bit of their walls up while somebody's trying to beat the walls down. There's one person kind of maybe being a little bit icy. Like, you know, they usually describe the Queen of Swords as Ice Queen. But a lot of times when the Queen of Swords is that energy, it's because she's been through some things or she's been hurt. So I don't know if somebody hurt somebody else, and that could be why one person has, you know, the walls up, the defenses up, and maybe they're a little bit cold, right? But again, Queen of Swords energy is not like that for no reason. That's why we also see snow-capped mountains in the background, right? So the energy surrounding this connection is indeed that there's a conflict. Somebody wants to work it out. The other person's not sure if that's what they want to do. It could be that if this is a new connection, maybe some of you are hesitant to get into the connection, even though somebody's trying to win you over or break down your walls. But, you know, you might be hesitant because, again, if you've been hurt before, you're not sure if this is something that you want to take a chance on. You know, you're wondering maybe if this person is worth bringing your walls down for. But it does feel like the Page of Wands energy, if that's your person, they're enthusiastic about you. They feel the spark there towards you. You might not be quite as receptive because sometimes the Queen of Swords isn't. Queen of Swords usually has the sword up in front of her face. Usually she's depicted that way, right? And that is a defensive posture. The other thing is she always requires the truth. So it could be that part of the conflict over here with the Five of Wands is that maybe somebody wasn't being honest. Somebody wasn't telling the truth. Queen of Swords is always seeking truth and justice. Maybe some of you are hearing things from your person and you're not, you just don't want to hear it right now. But this is saying, maybe you should consider giving them a chance. It could be that for some of you, you're not letting your walls down enough to allow yourself even to see where the new relationship could go. For some of you, it could be that maybe you're being really hard on your person, right? And that's why this is saying, look, give it a chance, try to work on it. Now, for some of you, this situation, this is one of those things where you're going to have to decide, are you going to want to continue? So I'm going to grab a few cards here. So I do feel like for some of you, there is a choice to make. All right. And that is the energy surrounding it. There's some conflict. Yes, it has to be figured out. Yes, defenses are up. That's also part of the energy surrounding it at this time. But this main card is saying, look, maybe you should consider working on it. Think it through. Obviously, you know what's best for you. Always be true to you in the decision-making process. No matter what any cards say, right? Always be true to you. If you're looking to protect yourself with the shield, I'm sure you have your reasons for that. Okay, so competition and challenge, right? That is indeed the energy of the Five of Wands. There's some type of challenge. I mean, I mean, somebody else could be competing for your attention too. That's a possibility, and maybe that's why there's, you know, a choice to make. But there is some challenge here, or frustration is what that competition energy is feeling like. So let's see if we can grab one more about this, the energy surrounding, well, this connection. All right, what do we have here? Okay. So, yeah, some of you are deciding whether, you know, you want to continue with this connection and create that union, right? Could be somebody new that you're a little unsure of. Could be somebody from the past, or somebody that, you know, you're still with and you're debating whether you want to continue this union. Nonetheless, there is a connection here, and that's why this card is saying, look, work on the partnership. A union is a partnership of two souls, right? So it's, yeah, there's a debate about this union. And there is a challenge there, sure. But I also feel like with this card, there is a chance to salvage it as well. And that is also the energy surrounding the connection, okay? So pile number 3, viewers, this is your reading. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you in some way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I really do appreciate hearing from everybody. To support this channel, like, share, subscribe. Click the little bell for notification. Every interaction helps this channel grow. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy. All my information is in the description box down below. I have readings there as well as handmade crystal jewelry. Visit me anytime, book a reading whenever there's one available. Again, just warning everybody, sometimes my readings are sold out. But I always do repost my readings once they have been completed for those who have purchased last, of course, and as my schedule allows. So I will leave you here, pile number 3, viewers. This is your reading. Much love to you wherever you are. Take care and keep shining.